Are you a movie lover? Welcome to Top Films. Today, we're looking at the top 10 horror movies you should never miss. Number 10, Abigail, is a 2024 American vampire horror comedy directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette. The plot centers on a group of criminals who kidnap a 12-year-old ballerina, intending to demand a $50 million ransom. However, as they hold her captive in an isolated mansion, they soon discover that Abigail is no ordinary girl, leading to a night of unexpected horrors. Abigail has a rate of 6.6 on IMDb and 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 9, Shaitan, is a 2024 Indian supernatural horror film directed by Vikas Bahl. The plot revolves around a family whose daughter falls under the spell of black magic cast by a stranger. He hypnotizes and manipulates her mind, making her act against her own family. This possession puts the entire family in grave danger, forcing Kabir and Jyoti to fight back to save their daughter from Van Raj's dark powers. Van Raj's abilities stem from ancient occult practices, and he remains a sinister force throughout the film, making Shaitan a gripping supernatural thriller. Shaitan has a rate of 6.5 on IMDb. Number 8, Alive, is a 2020 South Korean zombie horror thriller film directed by Cho Il-hyun. Follows a mysterious virus outbreak rapidly spreads through Seoul, turning people into fast-moving zombies. Oh Young-woo, a young gamer, finds himself trapped alone in his apartment with no internet, food, or human contact. As days pass, he struggles to survive while dealing with loneliness and despair. Just when he's about to give up, he discovers another survivor, Kim Yoo-bin, living in a nearby apartment. Together, they fight for survival and search for a way to escape. Alive has a rate of 6.3 on IMDb and 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 7, Apocalypse is a 2024 Spanish zombie action thriller directed by Carlos Torrens. The film stars Francisco Ortiz as Manuel, a lawyer who, after losing his wife, finds himself isolated with his cat, Luculo, during a rabies-like virus outbreak that turns people into aggressive creatures. As the pandemic escalates, Manuel embarks on a perilous journey to reunite with his family, encountering various survivors along the way. Apocalypse has a rate of 6.1 on IMDb and 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 6, Heart Eyes, is a 2025 American romantic comedy slasher film directed by Josh Rubin. The plot centers on Eli, a pitch designer, and Jay Simmons, a consulting advertiser. After a staged kiss to deter Ali's ex-boyfriend, they become targets of the Heart Eyes Killer, a masked murderer who hunts couples on Valentine's Day. As the Heart Eyes Killer, targeting couples during Valentine's Day, Eli and Jay must navigate their evolving relationship while evading the relentless murderer. The film uniquely combines slasher horror with romantic comedy, offering a fresh take on both genres. Heart Eyes has a rate of 6.1 on IMDb and 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 5, Evil Dead Rise, is a 2023 supernatural horror film written and directed by Lee Cronin. The film takes place in Los Angeles apartment building. Follows a young sister visits her older sister, a single mother raising 3 children. When one of the kids discovers the Book of the Dead hidden in the basement, they unleash deadly demons known as Deadites. Mother is soon possessed, turning into a monster that begins terrorizing her own children. As chaos unfolds, the young sister is forced to fight for survival and protect her nieces and nephew in a nightmarish battle against demonic forces. Evil Dead Rise has a rate of 6.5 on IMDb and 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 4. The Monkey is a 2025 American comedy horror film directed by Osgood Perk. The story follows two brothers who, after discovering the mysterious toy, experience a series of outrageous deaths that tear their family apart. 25 years later, the monkey begins a new killing spree, forcing the estranged brothers to confront the cursed toy. The Monkey has a rate of 6.3 on IMDb and 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 3. Smile 2 is a 2024 American supernatural psychological horror film written and directed by Parker Finn. Serving as a sequel to the 2022 film Smile, it stars Naomi Scott as Sky Riley, a global pop sensation who begins experiencing terrifying and inexplicable events just before embarking on a world tour. To make matters worse, those around Sky start to fall victim to the curse as well. As her world unravels, Sky must confront not only the supernatural force, but also her own unresolved trauma. The journey takes her across different cities as she struggles to escape the terrifying power that's trying to claim her. The Smile 2 has a rate of 6.7 on IMDb and 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 2. The Pope's Exorcist. The film follows Father Gabriele Amorth, the Vatican's chief exorcist, is sent to investigate the possession of a young boy named Henry in Spain. As Amorth delves deeper into the case, he discovers that this is no ordinary possession. The demon controlling Henry is powerful, intelligent, and has knowledge of the Vatican's darkest secrets. As they fight to save Henry, Amorth must confront his own past and the possibility that this case is part of something much bigger and ancient evil that could threaten the entire world. The film mixes real-life elements from Amorth's experiences with classic horror tropes, delivering a suspenseful and action-packed exorcism story. The Pope's Exorcist has a rate of 6.1 on IMDb. Number 1. The Gorge is a 2025 science fiction romantic action film directed by Scott Derrickson. The narrative centers on two elite operatives assigned to guard opposite sides of a mysterious gorge, tasked with preventing the emergence of an undisclosed evil lurking within. As they fulfill their duties, Levi and Trossa develop a deep connection, blending elements of romance with their suspenseful mission. The Gorge has a rate of 6.7 on Rotten Tomatoes.